Hello! It's been a little while, hasn't it? Let me actually get that music back on just so I have some nice backing music. Hopefully that isn't too loud. And everything is all good. But if, I'm going to turn it down just a tad. Let's do it like there, cool. Yeah, it's been a little while. This is kind of new. This is, I had this idea, a little while ago, and it's been a while, had a really rough past couple of months, but I'm back. So, welcome, I hope you are well today, and, welcome to the Let's Talk, where this is basically me just speaking my mind, and I have a big point that I'm going to talk about today. That's going to be Sonic related, obviously, because there's an anniversary of a certain game, and just go on from there. And there's a funny thing, actually, the first thing I want to talk about, right, is that I put it in my I put this in my Discord server, and someone copied my thumbnail. Would you believe it? Did not think that would ever happen, but it finally did. My Super Clash Bros thumbnail got completely nicked and used and made look even worse, which I found was funny, but like obviously you're not meant to do that. So I talked to the guy, and he's Spanish, so I had to use really sketchy Google Translate, but he seems to be changing it soon, and if not, I would have to do something about it. But I'm hoping that he will change it. I'm just going to quickly double check on the sound real quick of me talking, so you may hear some reverb. I'm just going to quickly mute the music real quick. Reverb. I'm just going to quickly mute the music real quick. It is good, which is awesome. Music's all good. Great. So, I think the first point I want to talk about, the main point of this, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I'm just going to go on till how long I want to go on for. I know there's not many people here, but hey, who cares? I'm here and I want to talk my mind. Just, I care. I will care if there are loads of people come in, but or even a couple more people, but I just want to still speak my mind even though there's not many people here. So, where to start? Of course, Sonic Colors. I was planning on making a video at the start of this month about my time with this community and my personal preference on where I would like to see everything go, and just give an overall not a story, but like an overall message of how I came into the community. And I know that was through Sonic Colors. That was literally my first Sonic game, and I put emphasis on the game because I didn't find Sonic first through game. It was actually through, I can't believe it was from this either, but Sonic Underground. I can't say it with a straight face. And Sat AM as well. I used to watch that all the time on, I think there was an old British channel called Pop or Tiny Pop or something like that. They used to do reruns of it, and I was just all about it. I loved it. I loved it instantly. Even Sonic Unleashed, what am I on about? Sonic Underground. It was great. I loved it. I don't like it anymore. Still like Sat AM, but that was my first instance of the character. I would watch that for ages, like hours upon hours upon hours. And this was probably back when I was around 3? I want to say 3 till... I would do that until about 5 or 6. Completely did not know the character after that. Not at all. I would stop watching them and move on to shows like Looney Tunes and things like that. Like the classic cartoons like Tom and Jerry and things like that, not the newer versions. And then my family got a Wii for, I think it was, for Christmas. And that was the year before Colours came out, right? And so I had the whole year of Mario Kart Wii Sports, New Super Mario Bros. So I actually got, game-wise, I was actually more fan of Mario at the start. Obviously because I got introduced to his stuff first through, like I said, New Super Mario Bros. And then also, what was it? The Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. Man, that was awful to control on the Wii controller sideways, but I had fun. But then November came along, and my brother got me Sonic Colors, and 2 other games. Oh, Sonic Colors, Colin McRae Dirt 3. I think it was, yeah, Dirt 3 was on the way with the green box art and everything. And because I'm majorly into cars, not as much as I used to be, but so along with Mario and now Sonic, I would also get racing games. So the other one was I think it was Ford versus Land Rover Off-Road or something like that. I think that's what it was. And that was an awful game. But yeah, that was. Then I saw Sonic Colors, and I was like, okay, I'm going to place it down and play Dirt 3. That's what happened. I literally saw the box art and thought, okay, this looks cool. So does this. And so I played Dirt 3 first. And then literally a day later, I was like, okay, I've gotten through Dirt 3 quite a lot. Let me try out this new game. It looks colourful. It looks, bright. And there's this blue thing on there. And because it was modern Sonic, and I was an absolute dumbass, I couldn't piece together. I still remembered at this point in time SatAM and Underground. So I still remembered classic Sonic, or I should say American Sonic, because he's got the quill, the mohawk. Hey Scopper, how you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I'm just doing a Let's Talk, a new thing. So yeah, that was. I had no idea that they were the same character. Even though I didn't realise, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, basically a podcast. Yeah, and just speak in my mind, because my God, this last 3 months have been wild. Hence why, after the streams, I stopped. I had a lot of stuff on. Even though I did say I was going to do the SHC stuff, I just had a load on. I'll get onto that in a bit. I'm basically saying the main talking point of this today is me and the Sonic community and how I came into it and where I would like it to go. So Colours came around, I played that, and ever since I played Tropical Resort, I loved the game so much. I fell in love with that game so much. And the story was cheesy, and everyone has they don't like that it's cheesy. And I did, obviously, because I was of the age where this stuff, and the writing, it wasn't, even back then, I didn't think it was great writing, but it was slapstick, bad slapstick, but it was something that did catch my eye. The settings were great, music was awesome, and even like I am now, back then I wasn't into actual listening to music. So I was excited. I was excited to finally find something that I actually really liked listening to. It was really nice and really cool, and it was just. Oh, cheesy Sonic games can be a breath of fresh air, especially after. Yeah, I never played those games up until that point. This was the first game. Oh, no worries, Matt. So yeah, this was. Oh, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Oh, thank you, Borna. Thank you, Lex. That means a lot. Let me. Oh God, I need to find you. Actually, Ricky, can you put your own channel? I just realised I forgot you were a mod. I haven't done this in such a long time. You can put your channel link in the chat. It was all good, Ricky. Anything is great. But I appreciate it. Thank you, mate. So yeah, my Meep channel. I never played Unleashed and Black Knight. This was the first Sonic game I played, and it was a modern Sonic game, so keep that in mind. I loved Colors for even the story. I never finished it. Well, I never finished it in that like sitting. I think it must have been a couple of years later where I actually bothered to actually play the game, because me back then was not good at playing any game whatsoever. I was awful. But eventually, a couple of years later, I did just decide to just play it, because I still love the game. Even now, I still love the game. I'm not one of those people who fluctuates in thinking that it's a bad game and then it's a good game. I've always loved this game. I know it has a load of issues, and like, I still love the game. Yeah, I know there's a load of 2D sections and everything, but I kind of didn't care, and I still don't really care, because it's still a fun game. Like, Classic Sonic wasn't a thing, really, at this point in time, so I don't understand people's criticisms of 2D and everything, because this was a mainline game in between two major games, which was Unleashed and Generations. So I think this is passable. I love that game so much. No worries, Matt. Gonna play a game and listen to it. Oh, no worries, Lex. It's all good. And thanks, Matt. So yeah, that was Sonic Colors. That was literally the first game. So the reason why I said, remember that I said it was a modern game, is because if you know me, I prefer classic games. I prefer all the classic stuff in the series. So people, when they hear that, probably think I started with the classics. I never did. I started with Colors, but then I moved on to the classics with Sonic Classic Collection on the DS. My god, that's such a good game. I like the wisp abilities in Colors, especially Hover. Actually, I liked all of the ones in Colors. All of them are great. The one thing I'm always going to... It was good in Colors. The wisps aren't good in all the other games. I don't think they should have been in Lost World. I don't think they should have been in Forces. I think the Wispins are a kind of good idea, but I don't think... Hey, Mark. I'm doing well, thanks. I don't think that having... using the Wisps as boosts in the rest of the games are good. Don't think that's good at all. I think it worked in Colors because it was such a smaller game in terms of level design and scale. But with Forces, that was meant to be a big game, you know? And I think having the blistering speeds of Unleashed Generations, where the rings are the other boost, like gives you the boost energy, I think that makes more sense. But for Colors, the Wisps were a good idea. But yeah, Classic Collection. I adored that thing so much. My DS, my D-pad on that was wasted away from two things: Mario Kart DS and the Classic Collection. I had so many fun times just on trips, just playing the Classic Collection. I still think that's probably one of the best... This is so controversial, but because of nostalgia, I think that's probably one of the best ways to play the classic games on the go. Because you didn't have... Did you have Sonic... Yeah, you did. Did you have Sonic 3 and Knuckles on it? I can't remember. I want to say you did. I do think you did, but... oh, yeah, they're on every platform, Ricky. Yeah, so that was fun. I loved... No worries, Warner. So yeah, the Classic Collection was amazing. I loved that thing so much. You had Knuckles in Sonic 2 as well. Yes, except CD. I think, especially for a DS, I feel like that would have been hard to do, because all the like 1, 2, and 3, even though they have different level design and, in the case with Sonic 3, different sprites, they're all the same mechanically. But then you have Sonic CD with the time traveling and everything. I don't really think it would have worked, especially with the amount of space that probably would have taken up. But Classic Collection was... I loved it so much. I've only played one Sonic game, and that's Mania. Great place to start. Mania's awesome. I will get to Mania in a bit, because that helped out quite a bit. Where did I go from Classic Collection? No, not at all. We've got some sort of weekly news coming up on December 2nd. But I doubt that there's not going to be a game thing there at all. It's just not going to happen. There was meant to be something out South by Southwest back in March. Nothing, obviously, because of the pandemic. Nothing happened. So we've been in limbo ever since. We're hoping, because it's 30th anniversary next year, something gets announced or referenced. But we don't know just yet. We know they're working on something, like a big mainline game, but we just don't know what it is. But I'm just going to fast forward to... I remember seeing Generations. I never had Generations until, around 2-3 years ago. But I remember seeing Generations being advertised. And I loved the look of it. And seeing the two Sonics who I just played as come together was such a cool feeling to me. I had a different feeling of nostalgia compared to everyone else who probably watched that, because I had just played Colours and Classic Collection, whereas everyone else would have either started with, they could have started from the beginning, or with the Boost games. I then moved from... I never played the Rush games on DS when they came. I've only played them on emulator. But from then on, Generations came out, and I never played that until a couple years ago. But I was keeping up with the community at this point, because around this time, I want to say 2 years after Generations, so this is 2013, look, I want to say 2014, I had my first computer. And holy crap, this computer was awful. It's an all-in-one Lenovo. Lenovo is a good brand, because that's the PC I'm using now. And I've had this for 5 years, and it's still going strong. But the all-in-one PC phase was awful. And I just happened to have a white all-in-one PC, which just did not want to work. I moved... So ever since I went on there, I found out... fan games existed, and the first ever fan game I played was Super Mario Crossover, and that was done by a team called Exploding Rabbit. It was on their forums, and that just gave me into the ideas that there are fan games out there. So me being me, I decided to look for Sonic fan games, and the first fan game I ever put my hands on was, funnily enough, this game you hear... Actually, no, not this game. The game before this one, which was before the sequel. Sonic Before the Sequel was the first fan game I had ever played. What are your feelings on the Game Boy games? They've once again. I'll get to that in a bit, because I will touch on them. But I love that game so much. Looking back on it now, the Before the Sequel has a load of issues. Especially when it comes down to level design. There is a load of, especially later game, but the music and Colours and this game, but basically allowed me to realise that video game music, and even fan game video game music, I loved listening to. I loved everything. This was at the point where I was not listening to music. Even when I was younger, I wasn't really listening to music, just because I didn't really like it. There were a few good songs out there, but not something I liked. But as soon as Colours came along, that soundtrack I loved. It lit a spark in my head, thinking, okay, this is cool, I can listen to this. But as soon as Before the Sequel came along, it was this... It allowed me to realise that video game soundtracks you could just listen to, and ever since then I realised that it is just music. Like, I just listen to it all the time. I don't listen to actual, like, top 20 or whatever music. I listen to video game music, and I'm happy to announce that. I'm not embarrassed by that at all. So before the sequel happened, and I just loved it. I never finished it because it was hard, especially due to the level design, like, late game. And I literally just went through quite a few fan games at that point in time. So that included, Sonic XG, which was Extended Genesis, that had Final 4 in it. So what's the one the one with Egg Garden in, which was done by the Taxman? Retro Sonic, and there was another one done by him. Hey Dave. Oh, hey Amy. I mean, that's clearly Amy. I was just blown away by how talented people were. So this moved me on until 2015. 2015 was then when I found Steam. Steam was the gate opener for me, because at this point in time I hadn't played really any of the other games apart from the trilogy and Colors. So I got Generations. Generations changed everything for me. Just the amount of speed, and it took everything I loved about Colors and put it into a very fast, better looking game. At this point in time I hadn't seen Unleashed, so I thought Generations was the best looking game, and I still kind of do with mods. And it also allowed me to play levels from games I hadn't played before. So that meant Heroes, that meant SA1, SA2, 06, Unleashed. And allowed me to play through Planet Wisp, which made me furious because that level in Generations is the only bad level. And I was so furious with it because it takes so long to complete. It's so frustrating. But Generations was just an eye-opener. And it's so good. If there's a 3D Sonic game what you should play, it is Generations, just because it's so good. And then we had mods for Generations. I found out mods were a thing, so I was modding the hell out of Generations and recorded it, and that was from the old channel, which was awful quality. Then I found out through that hacking existed for the classic games, so I just absolutely loved. Hey, Baby Resriel, hope you are doing well today. I just played through all the different hacks and realised how amazing. This was the point where I realised how big this community was, because I was actually. It's all good, Asriel, it's all good, no worries. But I was made fun of and bullied for liking the series in school, because of apparently, or well, not apparently, but at this point in time, Sonic was probably internet's biggest gaming joke, and I had people who were trying to change me to like FIFA and things like that, and that never worked because I was not interested. But I plodded on, still liking it, but through all of that, I obviously got hit with, oh, you're in an awful community, like that whole gaming community is just full of, the bad side. I'm not going to get into it because you all know because people be talking about it, and because the Game Grumps as well, wrecking on Sonic Adventure and the rest of the games. Everyone just thought hating Sonic was cool. So me, in this series, I've grown up in where people But it was getting to the point where, well, this point in time when I was getting into the series, like the series and up until Generations and everything, was probably one of the hardest stages for the community, because it was so torn with people only liking Sonic to hate him and try and break up the community, and also the actual loving community, but everyone else on the internet just did not like us and shamed us for liking this series. So that was tough, because that was literally the first time I'd ever seen any community having to go up against something like that. So I was just minding my own business, just liking what I liked. So it was video game music and this series. I then got Adventure 1 and Sonic CD on Steam. And Sonic CD, it's not my favourite game, but it's not a bad game. It's my least favourite classic game, for sure. That does not mean it's a bad game. I just don't think it's in the same league as the other games. Sonic Adventure 1, again, I played Speed Highway in Generations, so I was really excited to see me being stupid, I thought the Boost era, because at this point in time, the only mainline games I played was Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles and Sonic 2, Colors, and Generations. So I thought Adventure would have Boost, because I just thought that was where it came from. But no, I was really happy that it was still it was classic Sonic in 3D. Literally what it was. And that's why I always prefer Sonic Adventure 1 over Sonic Adventure 2, just because of the controls. Like, it's literally classic Sonic in 3D, and I will always love that game for that main reason. So I played through Adventure, then Adventure 2. Heroes, I had the PS2 version, which is known to be the worst version. And I shortly pull it down. So I actually have never completed Heroes. And I don't think I will anytime soon, unless there will be a PC port of it. Which then I will stream it, because that's still technically my first impression. Because I think I got as far as Bingo Highway and just gave up, because the controls in that were awful. It's so slippery. So then I went from Heroes. I've still never played 06. I've played the Unity Engine version, so Project 06 and everything like that, but I still would have never played the original, because I never owned an Xbox or a PS3. It was just PS2 all the way, then Wii. So that never happened. But then I got this. I've actually skipped over a game back in 2013. I got Sonic and the Secret Rings. Never completed that, because the less we talk about that game, the better. But let's go back forward. Unleashed, played it, love it. I haven't played I've only played the mod for Generations though. I've never played any Werehog stages, so that's going to change soon, I'm hoping. And then we get to Lost World. Now, Lost World is a weird case for me, because I have never ever played any Sonic game that makes me absolutely hate it, apart from Lost World. That's literally, for me, that is the worst Sonic game. It started off really solid with the first two worlds, then it just tanked. Really bad controls. Like, I hate the controls, the level design, the Deadly Six are god awful. The Wisps came back for no reason, but they were like really badly implemented. The only redeeming things about it is the music, because it's a Sonic game, it's always going to be great music. And I guess the look of it, but even then sometimes it just looked awful. But the Deadly Six, the most watered down enemies you could ever have. Like, not even Mario level or watered down. Like, I hate Lost World. It is the worst, in my opinion, the worst, not 3D Sonic game, just Sonic game in general. I hate it that much. Like, most of the mechanics just do not work at all, which is so annoying, and it's such a shameless Mario Galaxy rip-off, it is insane. And because of Lost World, we got Forces, because the people who did Lost World reversed engineered. Sorry, they changed the boost formula code, and made it into Lost World. So what did they have to do for Forces? They had to reverse engineer the Lost World version of the engine to make the boost again, which failed, like, dramatically. Oh yeah, and the story in Lost World was awful. The Lost World in general was just bad. But if you like it, I'm not going to knock you for liking it. I'm glad you can find like happiness and enjoyment in something I absolutely hate, but I'm glad you like it. But yeah, Forces happened. Like with everyone else, I was excited because I saw from the creators of Sonic Colors and Generations. But nope, only 2 people from those teams came back, so it was a lie, basically. And that game was... It's not a bad game, it's just mediocre, but that mediocre game is not what we need, at all. No, I will not say that, thank you very much. And... goodbye. There we go, thank you very much. I'm not doing that, thank you very much. So yeah, I got to that point, and yeah, I know, for no reason they brought him back, but I'll get onto TSR in a minute. Yeah, I was Forces was a really big upset for me, like a majorly upset for me, just because it promised so much, and yet it gave so little. Like, the only outstanding idea from that is the avatar. I think that's such a good move, but it's wasted on such a mediocre game. Level design is... I've always called it that it's literally what if Crash Bandicoot and Sonic had this sort of merge of level design. Because it's linear hallways. That's all it is. It's just linear hallways of... And it's not even fun. Like, Crash Bandicoot has such good level design because it's such a slower paced game, and it's built around that. But Force's level design is just straight paths with a few bends, 2D sections, and that's it. Even some of the music I didn't like in Forces. It has a good soundtrack overall, but there are a few in there which are too much and too gritty for the sake of being gritty. Story, that was naff. I'm not against having a dark story, but make it a good story and not just oh god, Sonic is trapped, oh we need to save him, he is saved, he wins world back. You know, like, do something like SA2 where it's dark. Do something like SA1 where there's actual depth and there's depth to the characters. They learn things, they make mistakes. The story, like, at this point in time, we've had the same writers since Colors. Colors I was fine with, because that was their debut, and that was my introduction to the series. Generations came along, and there wasn't much story to that. Then you had Lost World. The less we say that, the better. And Forces came along. So these people do not know how to write a story for this series. I'm sorry, they don't. So, the story in Forces is not good. Yep, I agree, Scopica. But you probably think I've forgotten about this game. I have not. I wanted to talk about this a lot. And that is good old Mania. Man, Mania has helped me out so much. It's crazy. I love Mania so much. Sonic Mania is such a good platformer. It's so fun. It is such a good celebration of what the series' roots are, which is a fun but challenging 2D platforming, momentum-based game. I just love how Mania came back, and it had T. Lopes, the man, the myth, the legend, the person I'd been listening to ever since 2012, after I played the Classic Collection. Like, it was such a good game, and great. Like, all the stage level designs are so good, and even the new levels, so you have Studiopolis, Mirage Saloon, Titanic Monarch, are great. Every single one of them is just such a good time. The whole game overall is just like it was just pulled out of the late 90s, and I have not had as much fun with a game than Mania. I go back to it all the time. I bought it on multiple different consoles, and the modding community for it is absolutely insane. And that goes from everything from level mods, sprite swaps, to complete gameplay overhaul where you can play Flappy Bird in Mania. You can play Doom in Mania now. It's crazy. And I'm absolutely in love with Mania. I'm so excited for a sequel if they ever do one, because if they don't, they are missing out on a gold mine. Because just give me all original zones and original concepts, and you're done. That's all you need to do for me. Just keep everything that was crisp in Mania. So that's the engine and the controls, everything from the super peel out to all the different moves, and just give me original zones, maybe a slight art swap or something, and I'm happy. Like, so I think that's a good segue onto what I would want for the future of the series. So that's that could be anything from I'm going to say for the 30th anniversary or beyond, or the next one after that. And I'm up for anything, really. If they can prove, right, that they can do a good boost game. Damn it, YouTube does this, and I hate that YouTube does that. It's like, oh, do you want to keep watching? It's just like, let me sort that out. Music, they're cool. Go back to this. If you start playing, can you start playing? Thank you. But yeah, I think if they can prove that they can do a good boost game again, like in the same vein as Generations or Unleashed, where there's multiple pathways, but I'm saying mostly in 3D, and it's just I think that style of gameplay still has some key ideas left. I think Classic Sonic should not be in it, even though I love that character so much. He should not be in it. And I think they can still have a few good ideas. Give me other playable characters that play differently. So give me Boost Sonic and then Mod on Tails and Knuckles in a 3D game. I'll be happy with that. With the level design being proper. But they can't really be trusted to do that. But if they can do it, I'll be happy. Because I still think the Boost games are so much fun. I then move on to a Mania sequel. I would want a Mania sequel in a heartbeat. Just with original zones, or if they have to, bring back really unknown zones. So give me Wood Zone, give me Hidden Palace Zone from Sonic 2, give me make a zone about Sonic Schoolhouse, something like that. Take the cut levels, or take the levels that aren't from the platforming Sonic game. So give me Toxic Cave Zone. Make that as a fully fledged zone. Stuff like that I'll be happy with, because that's a good way of reminiscing while keeping things fresh. I think doing what they did in Mania made sense, because it was like, if players who hadn't played Sonic in a while, they could get back with the familiar zones. But I feel like with the sequel, they either have to go completely original, or go part original and part remix zones from not platforming Sonic games, so Toxic Caves, stuff like that I think would work great. As in terms of another 3D game, in terms of... I'm not so sure on Adventure, because they have to get that right. And I don't have... like, look, if they can't get a Boost game right in basically the same engine, I honestly don't think they can get an adventure game right. At all. With momentum-based gameplay, a good story, I honestly don't think they can do that. Unless they get what they did with Mania, and get a proper team in that know what they're doing, and not Sonic team. Then I would have hope, and then I will know that they'll make a good game. But in terms of the current team now, I honestly have no faith in them making a adventure style game at all. I would want one. I would want a HD remaster of them, but I don't think it would be done well if it was done by the current Sonic team. Which sucks that we're at this point, but we are at this point where they just don't know what they're doing anymore. And that is partly down to the fans overwhelming them with ideas and things, but when the gameplay itself isn't good, get rid of the story and everything else, but when it comes down to the gameplay, that needs to be perfect, or nearly perfect. You can't have it where it's just too slow, too clanky, I think that's the saying, to play. You know, it needs to be fresh, and it needs to be fun. And there are adventure fans out there that will literally disown the community and Sonic in general if an adventure game comes out which isn't good. So I'm hoping if they have a team that would be done correctly, I'll be happy, but I can't see a good game like that coming up from modern Sonic team. So yeah, that's my little synopsis of what I think of the community. I think the community is amazing. I love being in this community. It's probably, I would not be as happy as I am if I was not in this community. And the amount of art, the amount of remixes, the amount of just love and care that has been put into this series is insane. Like, I can't begin to say how much not just the official series, but the fan stuff has meant to me and gotten me through like a load of stuff. And I'm so happy that this community is still thriving, and that Sega is allowing. Hey Ben, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well today. I am the Game Gambler, and this is a new thing I'm doing, but I usually cover ROM hacks, mods, official games, things like that, and occasionally do streams. So I hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's I owe quite a lot of this channel and myself to this community. No worries, Skopica, thank you for stopping by, mate. It means a lot. So I think the next point I want to talk about is just where I have been for past little while, for the past, I'll say the month. It's not really a month, but because I know I stopped uploading, and then I've uploaded one video and I haven't done another one afterwards. Oh, thanks, mate. That means a lot. Thanks, Ben. That means a lot. So yeah, that's yeah, it's just absolutely insane that what's gone on in the past month. I can't imagine. Again, I can't imagine what I would be without my friends and this series, because this year has been testing, not for all of us, but I've also had personal stuff that's gone on and with people, and it's not been great. So this month, to cut it short, I've begun college. Well, actually, it's been going on for a couple months, but the main brunt of the force of college has started this month, which is fine on its own because I can balance things like that with streams and recordings, like bulk recording stuff at the weekend. But I was ill for a week, which completely destroyed me. Could not speak, could not, I had nausea, I was tired, I literally could do nothing. And the week before that happened, I had a meltdown, which I get now and again, and that's because I explained, I explained what was going on at college. I told a tutor and everything. That's what made me have the meltdown, because I spoke about stuff. I was like 7 years old, and now I'm 10, and I love playing. Oh, that's cool. Glad you like the series, and Minecraft is fun too. I like a good bit of Minecraft. But yeah, that was a fun week, and then it was literally coming on from that meltdown. I got ill. I was ill for the entire week. The week after that, I was still recovering. Like, I was fine in terms of mentally and everything, but I was still tired and a bit sniffly. I still had the cold section of the illness, but I was still really tired, so I couldn't make anything then. And last week, I completely bulk recorded some stuff, and my editing software has completely tanked. So that's literally like the no worries, Ben, thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon. It was awesome meeting you. But yeah, like the cherry on top of this awful month, my editing software just didn't work. It just does not want to work anymore, and yeah, it's not been fun. I've been having to use Vegas, which is double the rendering time. Like, I don't have all my effects in Vegas. I had it in Filmora, so it's not great. And the quality of the videos aren't as good when it comes from Vegas, because just the lack of polish in Vegas' software shows. And I'm hoping to get it back up and running soon. And I don't know if I can, so I'm probably either going to continue using Vegas for the rest of this month and December, and get Filmora X in the new year, or I'm going to get it next month to see how everything goes. So yeah, it's all stop and go at the moment, which kind of sucks, but. So, an announcement I want to talk about is I am planning on doing a welcome back, Pale King. I hope you are doing well. I'm planning on doing a 1 year anniversary stream on the 14th, I believe it is. Let me have a quick look at my calendar on my computer. 14th, I think it's the 8th actually, was when I first started to stream, and I'm planning on I don't know what game I'll be doing. I'm hoping to maybe get a couple of people on. If I'm going to ask them after stream. See if they are all good for that. It might not be in the exact day, because I might have work that day if it's a weekday, so I might have to wait either the weekend before or the weekend after. But I'll keep you all posted on when that's happening. I'm planning on doing, I think, a couple of games. I don't know if it will be all Sonic-based stuff. There will be some in there, because obviously I still like the series, and I'm primarily that series on this channel. So that's going to probably get Generation Playthrough or something on there. I'll see what I'll do with that. I'm planning on doing more reaction streams. I want to do the Game Awards whenever they start. I would like to do that if I'm available. Because I did that... Was that last year I did the Game Awards? Or I don't even know if I have done the Game Awards. Because I streamed in December. But I'm planning on doing that. I think that'll be a load of fun. Maybe with a couple of people. Or my own. See how things go. But yeah, that's... I'm excited for the 1 year anniversary. I want it to be big. And I'm going to announce it probably like a couple of days beforehand. Because I want it to be a big event. Just get as many people in. I might play stuff like Jackbox and things like that. I might play some other games. I've been playing Phasmophobia with my friends. Hey Bashy Bush, hope you are doing well. I've been playing Phasmophobia with quite a few friends. I've been playing Unfortunate Spaceman, which is another great game. I might open that up to a big lobby with my friends and some of you guys. I think that'd be fun. I'm glad you're doing well. So yeah, I'm gonna change the music real quick. I don't like this remix. I don't know why I've got it in my playlist. Let's get rid of that. What's the next one? Okay, Eggman, I'm fine with that. So yeah, that's my plan. I want it to be a big event. I don't think I'll be doing SRB2 car, because I was thinking of doing that because that's the game I started with, but the last stream that tanked, and I don't think people show up for that. And to be honest, that whole last stream put a sour taste in my mouth with it. So I doubt, I know people, when I brought it up, people have been asking if SRB2 car will probably make a return. I don't think it will. Just because that last stream and last video it left a sour taste in my mouth, and I didn't really enjoy it afterwards. Every single time I think, oh, I'm gonna go play a SRB2 kart, it's not that good. 2.0 I'll come back for 2.0 for a video or stream, but apart from that, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So it'll probably be Jackbox, probably some Sonic games. I'll probably do Phasmophobia, maybe with a few mates. I'll probably do some Unfortunate Spaceman. I'm gonna pick the games and I'll let you know. Oh, I've played, yeah, SLB2 2.2. I've done that in the past. It's fun, but I've played mods on stream as well with it, but they tanked as well, and they were fun, but I feel like doing more videos on them instead of streams. And I think just having mainline games and mods and things works better on stream. And I feel like that would work more. I need to still find my footing with streaming, because I've just been bumbling around for around a year, just going to different things. So I think having a schedule or some sort, I'm not saying there is going to be one, but I might do one. That might help out my case. And so that's sort of where the channel's at. Last thing I'm going to talk about is the kind of rebranding I'm doing. It's not major, it's still, you know, in the realm of I won't do Minecraft. I will never do Minecraft, just because there will be people in here asking, and if I would ever play Minecraft, it'd be friends, and people in the chat will, like, new people will be like, oh, can I join, can I join? I just can't deal with that. And Minecraft streams are one of the most heavily trolled streams, so I will never do that, and it probably won't do well on the channel anyway. So I probably, last thing I'm going to do is talk about the kind of rebrand I've done at the moment. I did last week, and that's to do with the slight alteration in GAM, and that's done by the amazing friend of mine, Amy Guinea Squig. And he has done such an amazing job with the rebrand of GAM himself. He's made it smaller, a bit more classic styled, because again, that's my favourite style. And you know, I just Taz, I think we have to talk about that. I'm joking. Thank you for that, Taz. I didn't do it. Yes, you did. But yeah, thank you for that, Taz. That means a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, basically that was my lies and slander, I say. Ricky, do you mind putting Taz's channel in the chat, please? Because I all recommend you all go over and subscribe to the amazing Toon Raccoon. She does anything between art and gaming, because she's a really good artist and great streamer as well. So I highly recommend you go over there. And yeah, so the rebrand, Amy did that for me, and she has done such an amazing job. I am doing a slight overhaul for next year. Yeah, I'm gonna do a slight overhaul next year for the style. This year I had the blue bars and everything, but I'm going to switch that up with the new branding in next year. So now I should have a Christmas look to the channel now, which I'm called the Gift Gambler. But after that, I shall be going to a new sort of... It's not too far-fetched from where I am at the moment, but it's going to be slightly different style. Yeah, it's going to be fun. You're filthy lying game, you don't want to visit me. You people, I highly recommend you go and visit Jazz's channel now. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm not gonna say big things are coming at all. I don't know what's coming next year, to be honest. It could be anything. But I'm keeping everything at a steady pace. There's going to be more videos, there's going to be more streams in the future. I'm doing well, thanks, Taz. I hope you're doing well. And hush. I didn't see that until now. But yeah, that was that's where my main focus is at the moment, is the styling, because ever since the rebrand with GAM at the start of the year, I've slowly tweaked things, and I'm nearly at a point now where I like where things are at. Between all of you here, I've commissioned someone. I don't know if he's doing it yet or if he's going to do it, but he's put me on his list. I'm gonna... Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Oh. I'm going to get an animated intro done, and an outro if I can. I don't know if that's in with the group of stuff, but that is... I'm planning to get that done. I don't know if that's going to be done for the new year. So that's why I made the new intro, which you saw in the previous video, where it's the new GAM and slightly new music and a new outro with the new game. So that's my plan. I'm going to have that until the new intro and outro comes. And the new style should be in on January. And we should see where it goes, because it's Sonic's 30th anniversary next year. So I might do a series of videos for that next year. I just need to see if I've got a lot on my plate or not. So yeah, I actually liked... I should probably do something Christmassy. Oh, worky. I think you should, Taz. Even if it's something little, I think it should... that would be cool to see. But yeah, I think for not having any major points written down, I think this has gone well for the first one. I hope people have liked it. I know it's something completely different, and I know it's not... People aren't used to this on the channel. I know people aren't... this is new, especially to my literal non-commentary stuff. To then do a stream which is only commentary is something new, but I've enjoyed this, and I think doing stuff like this for next year will also be good as well. If we get any news or updates, I think doing stuff like this would be cool. I was talking to someone earlier, and I'm planning... I think I found a way I might, and I'm not promising this at all, but it's on the cards. I might finally get a webcam, but you won't see my face. You'll see I think it's called AR. Well, I might see if I can get someone to make a model for GAM or something along those lines. I'm trying to get that in the works now, just so I can have it sooner rather than later, because that'll probably take a while to do, because especially if it's a 3D model. But yeah, I'm excited if that does come through, because then GAM is definitely the mainstay of this channel and main thing about the channel. So having me as GAM, I guess it's weird to say, but I think would be cool. And I need to again update my stream overlay. Whenever me and overlay design just do not mix, because I do something, I really enjoy it, and then a month or two later I'm like, okay, I need to change that now. It's like that all the time. But yeah, that's my planning. I'm hoping to keep this an ongoing thing for however long, and see where I'm at. Where I want to do another one. So at this point in time, there will be another one. I'm not going to say there will be more after that. It just depends on how the next one goes. And so I think keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on the 1 year anniversary thing, because I would like that to be a big event. I really would. I'll probably make a logo and stuff for it. Might even make a new stream intro for that. I don't know just yet. Was thinking, would you prefer GAM to be a Raccoon Pack? I don't mind, because I like Plonker. I do like Plonker. But I do like GAM as well. Obviously, because he is the main embodiment of this stuff and this channel and everything. So it's up to you. I really don't mind. But yeah, the sorry. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where everything goes in the next year. Oh god, what's going on with my voice? I think I need a drink. Oh, have I got anything in here? No, I don't. Okay, my voice is slowly dying, so I think that's my body to say, let's stop. Yeah, my voice is dying. So I can't think. Not encore in like I'm gonna put everything in a nice neat package. So basically, expect a no, I've already done that. I'm going to do a 1 year anniversary stream. I'm going to do more of these Just Talking streams in the future. It's going to be a Christmas stream like I had last year. That's going to happen. I don't know what I've got planned for that, but I think some Christmas games or snow-themed games will be fun for that. The new stream overlay will hopefully be done before the 1 year anniversary, because again I've always done I've done themes for everything, so I will do another Christmas themed I'll do more Christmas themed overlay. So that's red, blues, everything Christmas game that Amy did, which is fantastic. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm actually going to, for once, use the stream ending scene. There we go. And I'm planning on making my own transitions again, because I do like the one I have at the moment. It's not great though. I don't think it's amazing. So yeah, I know, under 5 weeks, that's insane. But yeah, that's my plan, and I cannot wait for both the 1 year thing and the Christmas one. I might do a New Year's one. I think that'd be fun as well. There might be ones in between that, but I think they're going to be the next 3 major ones to do. So I wouldn't expect major videos in the next week or so, because obviously the editing software is just broken. I need to buy a new software, which sucks. So I think I might just do some streams to pass over the time. They won't be every day. I don't think they'll even be every 2 days. I'll just do them when I feel like stuff needs to be put up on here. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed whatever this was, and I hope to see you all in the next one whenever I do a next one. So with that out of the way, I shall see you all in the next one. Take care.